Russia warns of dire consequences when the U.S. rejects the document on the Israel-Hamas war. Russia said the U.S. vetoing a draft resolution at the Security Council calling for a humanitarian ceasefire in the Gaza Strip would create catastrophic consequences. In the context of deepening confrontation and the risk of spreading beyond the Middle East region, the consequences of such a move would be catastrophic, the Russian Foreign Ministry said on October 19, referring to the U.S. vetoed the draft resolution submitted by Brazil at the United Nations Security Council on October 18. Brazil's draft resolution condemns the attack by Hamas on Israel and calls on the force to release the hostages. The resolution also calls on all parties to comply with international law and protect civilian lives in the Gaza Strip, in the context of Israel's continued airstrikes on the area in response to Hamas. 12 out of 15 Security Council members supported the resolution, Russia and Britain abstained, and the United States voted against. The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations said Washington was disappointed that the draft resolution did not mention Israel's right to self-defense. Because the U.S. is a permanent member of the Security Council, their negative vote is considered a veto, making the resolution unable to pass. Russia was disappointed that the Security Council was unable to pass a resolution that could contribute to ending escalating tensions and reducing violence against civilians. The U.S. veto showed Washington's true intentions towards the region, according to the Russian Foreign Ministry. Moscow also accused Washington of opposing all humanitarian initiatives from the beginning, saying that the Hamas-Israel conflict reflected a failure of U.S. policy in the region, leading to catastrophic escalation. Present. Every day of delay not only means the number of casualties will increase rapidly, but also causes people in blockaded areas to continue to suffer, Moscow added. The right to self-defense does not mean that mass and indiscriminate retaliation is allowed. Previously, the draft resolution proposed by Russia calling for a ceasefire for humanitarian purposes in Gaza was also not approved by the Security Council in the vote on October 16, when it received only 5 votes in favor, 6 votes in favor, abstention and 4 veto votes from the US, UK, France, and Japan. The Security Council has 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. To be passed, a draft resolution needs at least 9 votes in favor and not be vetoed by permanent members the US, UK, France, China and Russia. The Hamas-Israel conflict broke out on October 7 when the armed group controlling the Gaza Strip suddenly attacked Israel, forcing the country to respond. After more than 13 days, fighting between Hamas and Israel has left more than 5,000 people dead and about 17,000 injured on both sides. Israel has tightened the blockade, deployed tens of thousands of soldiers to the border with the Gaza Strip and asked more than 1 million people in the north of this area to evacuate to the south. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant told soldiers on October 19 that they will soon see Gaza from the inside, hinting that a campaign against Hamas may be about to begin.